had a dream so powerful that it stayed with you for the rest of your life? I had one like that once when I was 17. I don't want to tell you how long ago that was. He didn't. It was so vivid, it was more like a vision. I was standing in this huge crowd of people watching this baby on stage as she danced and frolicked, and she was really handing it up. She knew she had the adoration of that crowd. And I was in there with them like everybody else. But what struck me as the contrast between all of this light and beauty and joy on this baby and all of this heaviness and darkness and shame on myself watching her in the audience. Well, all of a sudden, the baby did something very unexpected. She leapt into the crowd because she just knew she'd be caught. She was, but it was by my father. And in that instance, I knew who that baby was because all of that light, all of that beauty, all of that joy was gone, replaced by the darkness and shame that I'd recognized on myself. It was a very sad moment, but also empowering because I knew what I needed to do, learn to dance again. You see, I was born 9.5 months after my father returned from a tour of duty in Vietnam as a combat Marine. He spent his first leg at boot camp in Camp Pendleton, which if anyone's seen the movie, yes, full metal jacket's quite accurate. It was brutal. Then he went overseas and returned through Alaska in a layover. He was headed to Camp Lejeune, where not too long in the future I'd be born. In Alaska, they were told by the people, a representative came on the plane, they were expecting to get out to stretch their legs a little bit, and they were told, the people of Alaska don't want people like you in their state. So you can imagine me coming into the world in that bleak environment was not going to be very positive or encouraging. Basically, it was when my older brother and I were two POWs ourselves. Yelling and screaming could go on for 2 or 3 hours at a time. My father just simply did not have the support or resources to do anything different. Anyway, what many people are surprised to learn is he was actually our stronger parent, but that's a story for another time. Fast forward to the year 2000, and I received a call you'd never want to get. And it was from a police officer. He told me, I'm sorry to inform you, ma'am, but your brother Sean has taken his own life. Yeah. Well, as you can imagine, I was so devastated. I felt like one of the POWs had made it, and one was hanging on by a sliver. I knew that even though I'd done everything I could to anchor my life with my faith and with my commitment to education, there was something else that was missing. That same darkness and heaviness that could have led my brother to do what he did also plagued me. So I resolved to learn everything I could and to grow and to enter a healing journey. And through that process, I founded my company, Magnificent Resilience. And Ernest Hemingway once said, the light breaks everyone. Afterward, many are made strong at the broken places. And that's what I learned, that through this healing journey, although it was so painful, it gets to a point where it doesn't really end, but you can transcend and recognize that silver lining in the cloud. There are real benefits to our adversities, believe it or not. And so what I realize is this is what gave me the fire in the belly I have to stand before you today, the compassion to help other people with the insight and awareness that I got. Yes, I have 2 degrees in psychology and I worked in the psychiatric and addiction field. And that was all incredibly empowering, enlightening experience. But I don't think it holds a candle to the point of credibility I stand here because of my life experience. I haven't just talked the talk or read a book. I've walked through the fire and come out the other side. And my goal is to get everyone that I can to realize that you can, as I said, transcend those experiences. I am so bummed I can't stay this full time. I've been such a legend. But I'm going today actually to honor veterans because I'm so committed to the cause. We've got our suicide rate down from about 22 to 19, but my goal is to see that number go down as much as possible to fill people with the love and hope, both the veterans and their families. Thank you.